hope for the future and all that we can be and not what we are. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my living room live tonight. I am
Hello.
Andrea, and that's Craig, and we are so
Hi.
happy you have joined us tonight, and we're quite excited doing a John Denver night tonight.
Been a while.
It has been a while.
Was it like our first year doing this or second?
I think it was our second.
It's been a while.
Yeah, so really happy you're here tonight. I'm sure there are some John Denver fans out there watching.
I'm positive.
Yep. So we can see. Should we do a little check-in?
Sure. You want to do a little bit of romper room here and just
let's do it.
say hello to everybody.
Sure.
So let's see. Linda Cobra says she's going to miss the show, but you can watch the rerun, Linda. So.
Well, thanks for tuning in for that, Linda.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
And Aunt Linda's all set.
Yay! Okay, just so everybody knows, my Aunt Linda and my Aunt Jean, but I dare say Aunt Linda is the biggest John Denver fan I know. She's the one who got me into John Denver.
Wow.
She influenced so much of my musical taste in life, I'm telling you. Without Aunt Linda, who knows what would have happened to me.
Wow.
Um,
That's some credit to take there, Aunt
it's
Linda.
incredible.
That's a big
And I had a
deal.
great chat with you. It was so good talking to you today, and Sandy. But yes, we used to go to her house and go lock ourselves in Aunt Linda's bedroom. And because she was 9 years younger than my mother, so she was our real hip, cool aunt. And we'd put on her makeup and we'd put her clothes on and we'd listen to John Denver and ABBA. But so there you go.
Let's see. Sarah Irvin McIntyre. So Simon and
Hello,
I are
Sarah.
excited to hear some John Denver songs. She's got her fingers crossed for Country Roads.
You never know.
Yeah,
It is a pretty big song.
Get those John Denver requests in early. Maybe
Yes.
you can do your favorite John Denver. And we have another Linda from Michigan. She's here ready to be entertained with some music and jokes. So you provide the music.
The pressure's on.
I'll see what I can do to keep you laughing.
There we go.
And of course, Heidi Lang is here. Hello, friends.
Hi, Heidi.
Happy to have you as always.
So
Heidi.
good to have you here.
And Jim Kinney says Wednesday night greetings to the My Living Room Live family.
Aw.
Pull up a seat. Pull up
Hi,
a
Jim.
ottoman, love seat, whatever you got, and join us here in the virtual living room. There's plenty of room here.
Yep.
And Carol Moffat's patiently awaiting John Denver night. Well, so were we. It's been too long of a wait.
It's been a long time.
And Molly is
Hello,
also
Molly.
excited. Hey. And Liz Dutton. Hey there, Liz.
Hey,
And I don't know
Liz.
if Adam's watching with you, but hello.
Aw, Linda's so
let's see.
sweet. Hi, Andrew and Craig, my favorite Canadian friends. So
Oh, that's
sweet.
Well, look, I'd like to think that we're just we're regular Canadians. We're all just like Canadians are all just like us, right? Let's see. Lori says, "Love this." Well, I'm glad.
Oh, hi, Lori.
Happy to have you
You
joining
might be
us.
someone new. I don't recognize your name.
Yeah,
I'm so happy you're here.
We got some regular viewers, but
Where are
maybe
you from?
we'll have some new viewers. So
Yeah.
let us know where you're watching us from, and we'll be sure to give you a shout out. Let us know how you found us.
Yeah.
Maybe it's through a John Denver fan group, which
Maybe.
happy to have some folks from there. Deb Hastings, hey.
Hi, Deb.
Hey,
Thinking
Deb.
about you. Love you, Deb.
Let's see. The McQueens are here and lives representing with a Mon Salon Vivant. So that's My Living Room Live, I believe. How's that for poor high school French? That's not too
Oh, you're
bad.
pretty
Mon
good.
Salon Vivant.
Pretty good.
Rolls off the tongue, sort of.
Yep.
In a French kind of way. Avon says, hello from Halifax, waiting for
Hello,
your fabulous
Avon.
music. And yes, Chris
Hi,
is
Avon.
here.
Hey, Chris.
And Lori is from New England.
Rhode
There
Island.
you are. You're currently in Rhode Island.
Very cool. Well, we're glad you're here.
Hello
so
and
glad
welcome.
you're here.
Let's see. Constance has a question. Did John
Great.
Denver write the lyrics to the songs he sang? I love him, but never thought to look into this.
He did.
Aha.
Yes, not all of them. The last song, that was called The Eagle and the Hawk, one of my most favorite songs. Let me just go back to it. Where was that? He wrote the words, and the music was written by him and Mike. It's not, for a long time, it's spelled Kniss, but it's pronounced Kniss.
I'm glad I had that lesson. Otherwise, I would have butchered it.
Yep. Well, that's how we introduced him on his live album, so I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, unless it was a running joke. Who knows? So, so there. Yes, yes.
And Lara says, hello.
Hello,
And
Lara.
Glenna Ross says, hello. And, of course, Steph's here. Hey, Steph. She says, fantastic start to the show. That is a fun
Aw,
song.
thanks, Steph.
Let's see. Lori is a big John Denver fan, so hopefully
That's great.
we won't disappoint you
So
with
am
some
I, Lori. So am I.
some hits and some
Love
deep
his
cuts.
music so much.
Woody Woodburn's here with a happy Wednesday.
Did you say hi to Glenna? I can't remember.
I did.
Hi, Glenna.
Yeah.
From St. George.
And speaking of giving credit for John Denver love, Laura says that that you and Steph got her into John Denver.
Really?
So follow me where I go, what
Aww.
I do, who I know.
Might be doing that song tonight, Laura.
Yeah, I won't be singing it though, so just a heads up.
And
so.
Aunt Jean's here.
So
Hi,
it'll be
Aunt
good.
Jean.
Hey, Aunt Jean.
I love you, Aunt Jean. I know her and Aunt Linda went to see John Denver in concert in Moncton.
Oh.
And I wanted to go so bad. And I think I was in grade 5 or grade 6. And Mom really didn't understand how much I wanted to go because, like any kid, I want to go. Mom's like, but I really, really wanted to go. Anyway.
Let's see. Heidi says this will be an educational show for her because she only knows the biggest hits. And you know what? A lot of people, that might be what they know is the big hits. So we're happy that maybe
we're doing some deep cuts.
She will give you some education. And let's see, Judy
Couple
here
deep cuts.
says, so glad you're doing John Denver songs. He wrote so many great tunes.
I know, he did.
Did he ever? And Lauren and Mary Beth are watching.
While getting an oil change on the van.
All right.
That's great.
So
hi, guys.
Say hi to your mechanic.
Guys.
Yeah. So let's see here. Lori says a good friend of hers, Larry Pace, and myself would sing John Denver songs, and we were pretty darn good. So it sounds like maybe Larry has joined here. So hopefully you guys can relive some memories here on tonight's episode. And Julia's here. Hey, Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Wouldn't be a show without ya.
Hi, Julia. And I love Heidi says, eagle, hawk, bird on your cardigan, intentional?
I wonder, because I was asking you what the inspiration for tonight's wardrobe choice was, and maybe it was totally subliminal.
There you go. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Lori loved that we opened with that song. It's a fun tune.
Oh, it's such a good song. Such a good song. All about hope. I just love it.
Yeah. And no, Laura, I will not be wailing away.
And Lori says John Denver in concert rocks.
Oh.
Is that Red Rocks maybe she's talking about?
No, just to see him in concert rocks, or to have seen him.
Here I am like this. Is she talking about Red Rocks? I don't know. But
well, it could be because...
have you seen him in concert?
Yeah, please share
Lori,
us.
Did you ever see him in concert? That would have been quite incredible.
Oh, their name of their duo was Dandelion Wine.
Aw, that's amazing. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
and I should also say that as per what's been going on around here lately, we are still in lockdown, and as such, our good friend Andrea Daniel at Andrea Daniel Art has offered yet again a prize for our supporters this evening. So we're going to offer up a chance for you to take advantage of a wonderful, generous gift from Andrea Daniel, and to have some custom commissioned artwork done here. And I'm just putting some examples there up on your screen there, and you can check her out at andreadaniel.art. That's on all of her socials as well as on the web. So if you leave us a tip tonight, we're going to be doing a random draw from tippers for this particular episode to get you in touch with Andrea Daniel and get you a nice little custom sketch. And we've done 4 or 5 of these so far. We've seen some of the work, and it's just amazing.
So beautiful. So talented.
So we've pinned the ways. Go ahead.
We're so honored by her generosity.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it's pretty incredible that she wants to do this.
Oh,
so.
yeah, we just can't believe it. So we're going to leave those links there up on the screen. You can head on over to streamlabs.com. Leave us a tip over there, streamlabs.com/MyLivingRoomLive. If you want an interactive tip with a dancing cat included, if you want to keep it on the down low,
That's
then
for Craig.
It's for me. I love the dancing cat. You can just head on over to paypal.me/MyLivingRoomLive if you want to keep it a little more private, or just send e-transfers over to mylivingroomlive@gmail.com. And then, we'll pick a winner and get you in touch with Andrea Daniel. Sorry.
Excellent. So
you get back to it.
Emily says hello.
Hey,
Beautiful
Emily. Hello.
Blaine's here. Hello,
Hey, Blaine.
Mary Beth says go Leafs. I disagree. I disagree too, so much. And so does Steph, and so does Craig. Denise Mountain.
Well, hello.
Hi from Saltillo. Hare, a
Small
small
village
village
in
in
West
West
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, England. Saw this by chance.
Um,
Far Out.
I love it.
He used to love saying Far Out. Did you
Yep.
know that?
Yep. Yeah, you'd actually hear it a lot on his live recordings.
Yeah, there's no one like John Denver. Bring it on. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Denise. Really, really glad you're
Absolutely.
here.
Linda's got a trivia question. Do you know John Denver's real name?
I do.
Can you like get it off the top of your head?
Henry John.
Starts with
What's
a
the
D.
last name? Just a sec.
Something Dorfer?
Dutchendorf.
Dirchendorf.
Dutchendorf. He was a junior. So there we go.
Ah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
And Molly says that she took her husband to see him in concert.
Oh my God! He
Wildlife.
did the wildlife tour.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be top of my list.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yes, we were.
And Lori says that she went to Aspen to see his memorial. So
we'd like to do
we
that.
went to the John Denver Museum in Colorado. We'll be talking about that a little later
Craig
on.
might have some pictures.
Yeah, maybe I'll show some photos from that. But
They're not the most flattering, but hey, what are you gonna do?
we were tourists
sweaty.
on vacation. And it was very hot out in Red Rocks. So yeah, let's get to
that's
some
so
more.
Awesome.
Get to
So
some more music.
What I wanted to do, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the Eagle and the Hawk.
Sure.
So he wrote it for a TV special, Craig, that he
Did not know
filmed
that.
in the Rockies,
Of
called
course.
The Eagle and the Hawk. Never aired.
What?
Never aired.
Is there like footage of it out there
I don't
anywhere?
know, but I want you to try to find it.
Any of you big-time John Denver fans know where to get a copy of that?
Yep.
I'd be
I
very
would love
interested.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was released on his record Airy. But he, it's wild that he did that. He wrote the song for this special, and no one ever saw it.
That would be amazing to see.
It would be amazing to see.
Amazing.
Yeah. So there you go. So we're going to go on. Let's move on there, mister. We'll
What do you have up
our
next?
Song. The next song, well, let's send it out to Lara.
Ah,
This song's called Follow Me. And it's a song John Denver wrote for his wife, Annie. He also wrote, of course, Annie's song
I
for
thought it
her.
was about you.
Maybe it was.
Yeah.
He wrote Follow Me for her. And it was just, in the early days of their time together, hard leaving her. So that's what this song is about. I'm just going to grab a quick sip of water, Craig.
Yeah,
if you
and
want
Linda
to.
says Annie's song, please. So we'll take down your requests, and if we don't do them tonight, maybe we did them in our earlier John Denver show. But if not, if Andrea can't find the words or the music, then we're going to write them down on the John Denver to-do list.
I can fake it.
Or she can fake it. Yeah. So anyway, we're just happy that you guys are here
So happy.
joining us. So without further ado, shall we get to the next tune?
Yes.
All right.
So this song is called Follow Me. Words and music by John Denver, written in 1969. It's by far the hardest thing I've ever done, to be so in love with you and so alone. Follow me where I go, what I do and who I know. Make it part of you to be a part of me. Follow me up and down is a beautiful song. So heartfelt.
Yeah.
So lovely. So I'm sure some people recognized that tune.
Oh, I'm positive.
Yeah.
Let's see. Constance says that growing up, she thought this was a religious song. Now, I know John Denver was a very spiritual man, but was there anything in that song that would have kind of made it?
I guess it could be. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's the thing about music, you get something different out of it than maybe that was intended, but who knows?
Absolutely.
Maybe that was completely intentional what you were feeling in that one. So, and Linda says,
Thank
"Beautiful
you, Aunt
job,
Linda.
thank you so
I'm
much."
sure she knows every word.
Yep.
Every.
Ooh, here's a good question. Have you seen John Denver in the movie Foxfire?
No.
With Jessica Tandy and Hume Cronin.
No, but he did act.
Oh, yeah.
He was in what's that with George Burns? God.
Oh yeah. Yep. Oh God.
Oh, God.
And
Oh, God
You Devil
too?
and all that.
Oh God, you devil.
Oh
yes.
my God, I used to love him in those.
Yeah. Thanks, Lori.
Yep.
Thanks, Heidi.
Yep.
Aw, thanks, Lara. Thank God I'm a country boy. I love it.
Oh, that is such a classic song.
Yep. Such a good song. So, the next song we're going to do is a bit of a deep cut.
Uh-huh. Do tell.
Well, we're going to sing the song called
You're gonna sing it.
Matthew. It was off his Back Home Again record, and he wrote it for his uncle. His uncle's name was Dean, actually.
Uncle Dean.
Yep, Uncle Dean. And I just think it's such a beautiful song. I've always felt such a connection to this song. Did you know it before we rehearsed it the other night?
Oh yeah. You've played that song for me for many years.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so it was familiar to you.
Yeah.
So it's, this song really is a powerful testament of faith, about, really what all life struggles, things that life hands you, and how you respond to that. And tragically, his uncle died in a car accident when he was 21. So he didn't stay with John Denver and his family for that long, and he passed away. It's just so sad, but it's just it's beautiful how John Denver chose to memorialize his uncle.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's a great song. If you listen to the lyrics and just kind of
It's
how
beautiful.
the kind of my emotions kind of pull you at different times,
Yeah.
and just the
The song
dynamics
always
of that
makes
song.
me cry.
Oh.
I just think it's beautiful. Now, I just want to read, there's a quote that I found by a man named Scott Atigan, I think. And he said, "A cynic would probably call Matthew hopelessly corny. But if you truly listen to it, you'll hear a beautifully written, truly heartfelt ode to the goodness people
Yes.
are capable of." And I thought that was so beautiful.
So when I hear this song, I certainly think of what I know and feel about John Denver in this song.
Yeah.
Just what a human being he is.
Yeah, and the goodness, that he brought to the world, it's pretty beautiful. So, Craig,
Yes.
let's try to sing through. I will try to sing through.
You try and I'll play
Matthew.
along.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready, baby.
Okay. Take it away,
Okay.
Matthew.
Had an uncle named of Matthew. He was his father's only boy. Born just south of Colby, Kansas. He was his mother's pride and joy. Yes, and joy was just a thing he was raised find a mule beneath the sun. Yes, and joy was just a thing he was raised on. Love's just a way to live and die. Gold was just a winning Kansas wheat field. Blue was just the Kansas summer sky. Yes, and joy was just a thing he was raised on. Love was just a way to live and die. Gold was just a winning Kansas wheat field. Blue was just the Kansas summer sky. So there, I'd be curious to know if that was new to, well, Heidi. It was probably new to Heidi.
Definitely one of my faves since you introduced it to me.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful song. I love that song. So, well, Craig, what's new with you this week? What's going on?
I'm going to catch up on some comments here. We've got a lot that, let's see here. Avon says that her friend sang Annie's song for her son's wedding as his wife to be walked down the aisle. I absolutely love John Denver. I will need some tissue. So if you do Annie's song,
Aw,
watch out for Avon.
aw, that's sweet.
See, Lori says that her dad worked for American Broadcasting Records and brought home the sample record for Rocky Mountain High. He said that this guy is going to be a star, and yes, he was.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Well,
Oh, that's amazing.
that is quite a story.
Wow.
Steph says that you should do Toledo.
Oh my gosh, remember that song? Do you
Oh,
remember
I
that
remember.
song?
Yeah, we
sang
actually
it on when we
we
drove
sang it when we drove through Ohio.
Ohio. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome. Sheila says this is beautiful. Well, thank you,
Thank you.
Sheila.
Thank you.
Linda says she loves the little bird on your dress there.
Thank you, Linda.
That is awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for all your wonderful comments. Let's see here. Judy says it's been a while since she listened to her John Denver albums, but she remembers this tune, Matthew, beautiful song, and performance by the two of us. Well, thank you so much. That is really a really fun song to play.
I know. I've
You know,
always loved it.
Unexpectedly
And,
so.
and as a sensitive
Super fun.
child, every time it came on, I cried. Every time. I just thought it was so beautiful.
Beautiful
Such
song.
a testament of faith,
Yeah.
really.
Let's see. Heidi also says beautiful and yes, new to her. So there you go.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go, Heidi.
So, what's
And also new to Blaine. Good song. He thinks that he only knows the hits, and he's getting his education tonight as well.
Oh,
so
that's fantastic.
happy to do that.
So, so what's going on with people out there today?
Yeah.
Anything exciting? Any
Anybody newly vaccinated that wants to celebrate
anybody
it?
doing anything fun these days?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, let us know if you have viewers from around the world. If you're wherever you're listening from, let us know kind of what's new and exciting for you.
Yes, well, Craig and I actually, we have our house sits on the back of a pond, and we had a wonderful builder come in, James Hastings,
Yes.
on
I
Saturday.
think Deb knows him.
Deb knows him well. Just a fabulous guy and a fantastic worker, and he built us a deck. And Craig actually did most of the building. We built
Not the deck.
not the deck,
Not
a
the deck.
gazebo. We put together a gazebo, and Craig
Gazebo.
did most of the putting together because, well, many reasons. But anyway, he did a great job, and it looks amazing. So that was kind of exciting. And now we're allowed. The regulations say we can have up to 5 people in our backyard.
Outdoors, yeah.
So we're going to get to use it,
Yeah.
which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been super hot here in Ontario
Yeah.
lately. I think it's supposed to get a little more seasonal, so that's good. But anyway, just so fun. So fun. So what's new with you, Craig?
You just that was it. That was
I
it.
know, I'm just joking. I wish there was something. but there
Let's see here.
isn't.
Linda's got a great question. Where is Sean? Where is Sean tonight?
I don't know.
Normally, Sean's here to entertain the audience.
I love that Linda's like, where's Sean?
Yep. Where is he?
I don't know where he is. That
He's
is hilarious.
He's a staple who's not here. The
Yeah.
staple has unstapled.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sarah says that her favorite album is the live album. That was the Wilderness concert. Yeah, we were talking about that.
Me too.
He was a bucket list performer that I never did see.
I know.
Love
Me
his
too,
voice.
Sarah.
Yep.
Aw,
I imagine
thank
for
you.
many
Thank you.
of us.
Tomorrow is Sarah's birthday.
Hey, hey. Are we gonna sing?
We have to. It's what we do.
Sure.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Happy birthday, Sarah. You doing anything exciting for your birthday?
Yeah.
She's in New Brunswick, so the rules there are a little more relaxed.
A little more exciting than they are here.
Little more. Yeah, tell us what you're doing. I'm excited for you. Happy birthday! Blaine, we opened a drive-through vaccination clinic in Truro today. Second one in the province. Very exciting. That is so exciting. How wonderful is that? A drive-through vaccination clinic.
Yep, you just roll down your window.
They need that in
So if
Ontario
you're the
with
driver,
all these people.
you get it in your left arm. If you're a passenger, you get it in the right arm.
I think it's amazing. Amazing. Oh, Blaine is an incredible, incredible man.
Laura says that she's coming. She'll be one of our 5. Got a long drive ahead of you.
Excellent. She's coming. You make me laugh.
You got to drive through some jurisdictions to get here.
Oh, my God.
I love that our viewers are chatting amongst
I
themselves.
know.
Keep talking amongst
I know.
yourselves.
It's so awesome.
That is
Oh, my
awesome.
God. Ryan Blair, his best album is his Muppet Christmas album.
I was waiting for somebody to bring up
Yeah.
the Muppet Connection.
Yes. Heidi loves that album, too.
Oh,
Big
my
time.
gosh.
Remember what she did this Christmas?
What? Who did this? Oh,
Heidi.
what Heidi did this Christmas? Yes.
She
yeah,
put together
she
the
did.
songs.
She had all of her musical friends put together all the songs from that album.
Yes. Yes. And do you remember what I did? I was dizzy and out of my mind, and I recorded the wrong
You recorded the wrong song.
So
Hey,
sorry.
it happens.
If you ever do it again, Heidi, I'll make sure I get it right.
Yeah. Now Deb wants a photo of the gazebo. How come you haven't posted that photo yet?
Oh my God, I have to post the photo. I was hoping for a pretty sunset, but I'll post it.
Yeah.
I'll post it.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Oh, Deb says she has the Wilderness concert on DVD, so we haven't seen it, so we may have to borrow that from you, Deb.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what does Linda say there? Michigan played pickleball at the Y. I went to the car. Do you know how he said yes?
Yeah.
He was in a plane crash.
Yep.
Just one of those
Single
experimental.
passenger. It was
And someone put it like someone built it.
Oh, that I did not know.
It came from a kit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
That I did not know.
Aw, look at Avon is wishing Sarah a happy birthday. How sweet.
Love it.
How sweet. Thank you. No real excitement. Playing Just Dance with my students tomorrow, and then Thai dinner with cheesecake, number 46. And
Well,
I'm super excited.
That sounds pretty awesome to me. Actually.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Really, really amazing.
And Jim for the drive-through says a vaccine and a side order of fries, please. So Blaine, if you could do that, when people drive up for their vaccine, could you ask them, would you like fries with that?
Exactly. Hilarious.
Let us know how it goes.
And Sherry's here.
Hey, Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. So glad you're watching.
Happy to see you.
Yes. Well,
So happy to see you. Now I'm going to plug one more time, and hopefully,
you go ahead. I'm going to take
hopefully
a sip
Andrea
of water.
will be joining us a little later on. But if you're just kind of tuning in, we've been doing every week during lockdown. Our good friend Andrea Daniel has offered to donate a custom commissioned piece of art. So basically, you send her the material, and she will sketch it for you. There's some examples up there, and we're going to pick at random one of this episode's supporters. So if you're feeling like supporting some live music, you can do so via the links up there on your screen, but also pinned to the comments over at streamlabs.com/mylivingroomlive, over at PayPal, or just e-transfers to mylivingroomlive@gmail.com. And we're going to pick a winner and get you in touch with Andrea to get you your own commissioned sketch. And I know a few of you watching tonight have already been in touch, and maybe one or two I think you've gotten yours already. So thank you to Andrea for donating her time and talents to give
Just
back
incredible.
to our
Just incredible.
to our wonderful viewers out there.
Yes.
So happy. Let's see here now. Laura's got a comment. She
Yes?
just wants us to know that she's tried to send a tip, but technology hates me.
Aw, Laura, that's really sweet of you.
Yeah, so Streamlabs, you don't have to log in. Even if it tells you you don't have to log in or create an account or anything. So the easiest way is just e-transfers. We find e-transfers or PayPal. So I know that Streamlabs can be a bit daunting. It's just it's interactive, which is why some people love to use it, because it just makes a sound and a cat dances. So
Right.
yeah, but don't worry about doing it that way. We just appreciate that you guys are here.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Let's see here. So maybe what we can do is we can just talk a little bit about our trip to Colorado. If you
Oh,
wanna
for
do that
sure.
now, or
I'd
you wanna
love to do that.
a
Let's
little
do
bit
it.
later on.
Let's do it.
So I just got some slides up here. What
Slides.
When was that? What month was that? Was that
That
July?
was in July
2018?
2018 because my hair was still short.
So I'm just going to put them up here on the screen. But the first one is just that statue there, and I forget what it's called. It's called the Spirit of Giving, I think. It's a statue of John Denver that's just outside of the Red Rocks Trading Post, where the Colorado Music Hall of Fame is, and the John Denver Museum is just inside that. And I think the next picture will kind of show you. It's a small room within that. So that's the size of it. Actually, I was pretty surprised given John Denver's connection to Colorado and the Rocky Mountains. It's that room in there. But there was a lot to see in that one room. And how many hours would you say you spent there
Oh,
in that room?
maybe not hours, but maybe an hour and a half.
I think we spent
maybe
definitely
2 hours. We were
So
there a while, and it was very emotional.
Oh yeah.
Very emotional. Yeah. So
Yeah, and there was lots of fun memorabilia, and I think let's see here. I'm gonna have to wait for some of these slides.
and we are those people when we go to museums, we read everything.
Everything.
We read everything. We
Yeah.
went to the in Nashville. The
I
what was
love
it?
that. Love the outfit there. The denim outfit that's bedazzled
Oh,
there.
I know. It's fantastic.
Just amazing.
So fantastic. Oh, and he was so tiny.
Yeah. Oh, and there's his gold record from Rocky Mountain High from RCA.
Oh, that's so
To
great.
commemorate his 1 million records sold.
So great. So great.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to see that in person. There's just, that's the Spirit of Giving.
What was I saying though? I was saying something
We read everything.
that we read it. What was the? Oh yeah, what was the museum in the
Johnny Cash Museum.
Country Music Hall of Fame? We
Oh,
were
yeah.
in that museum for probably 7 hours.
Yeah,
we read everything.
We saw it all.
Yeah. Oh, it was
Saw it all.
just beautiful. Yeah. Thanks for posting those, Craig.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, no
That's
problem.
really
So
fun
if
to
you get a
see.
chance, it's out. It's right next to and attached to the Red Rocks Amphitheater, which is it's a place to go to just to see, if not to see a concert there.
Yeah.
And
Who was playing when we were there? Was it
oh my goodness, that's testing me. now.
remember?
Yeah, because we couldn't
Oh,
get tickets.
No, we couldn't get tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, it might come to me by the
Yeah.
end of the night.
Let's see. Chris says, we once had a remarkable house gig playing for a group of people celebrating a Muslim festival. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly. Eid. Food was fantastic. Everyone's so kind. Syrians, Palestinians, Iraqis, and others. Their one request of the evening, John Denver's Country
Aw.
Roads. Wow, that's amazing. So
Wow.
that's just shows you just the power of his music and just how far-reaching and well-loved it is.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Beloved for sure.
Just amazing.
That is amazing. Wow. Wow, that is beautiful.
Yeah. What song do you have coming up next
Okay.
for us?
Well, we're going to sing. I'm going to sing I'm Sorry.
and I'm
and-
sorry that I'm not singing.
You're not sorry.
You'd be sorry if I sang.
Yes. And this was his last. This song was released in 1975.
Okay.
And it was the last time he had a #1 pop hit. Now, he had a lot of other hits, but it was the last time a tune was a #1 pop hit for him. Yeah, and this song is just about being very remorseful and begging for forgiveness. So let's try it. Here we go, everybody.
All right.
I'm going to flip this on first.
All right, take it away with I'm sorry.
It's cold here in the city. It always seems that way. And I've been thinking about you almost every day. Thinking about the good times.
hadn't heard that song before.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was new to me. So,
Wow.
anybody else recognize that song?
That's kind of funny that, I mean, I love it. I love that that was a new song to you.
Yeah, no, it was.
Well, there we go.
Brand spanking new to me.
Wow.
As some of the songs we do here are.
Often are.
Yeah.
Yes.
often are.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. So, would you like to hear a little bit about John Denver?
Always. Isn't that why we're all here?
Yes. Yes. Oh, Brenda Johnson Hannon. Oh my God, awesome. So glad I checked in. I love John Denver. I know every one of his songs. That is awesome.
Oh, so happy you could make it, Brenda.
Yeah, and Sheila too.
Oh, I
She
love
knew
that
that
song.
Yeah. So he
And Natalie Richard LeBlanc. There's a LeBlanc for you.
Is
She
it a
says,
big B?
It's a big B.
Oh my gosh, we're related.
Probably related. She says beautiful.
Thank you. He recorded and released approximately 300 songs, and about 200 he wrote. He released 33 albums, and they were certified gold and platinum in the U.S. with estimated sales more than 33 million units. It's a lot. He recorded and performed primarily with his acoustic guitar and sang about his joy in nature, disdain for city life, enthusiasm for music, and relationship trials. In 1974, John Denver was named Poet Laureate of Colorado. Isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what he was studying in university before he dropped out to do music?
That I do not know.
Architecture.
Get out of town.
Isn't that neat?
Huh.
Yep. And he was, like his dad was in the military, so he was...
Mr. Dusendorf Jr., the architect.
I know. He was carted around. Like he'd started a school and then his dad would get transferred. And that would have been an awful hard life as a kid.
Yeah.
And so he, as soon as he was done school, he took off. He quit architecture school and went to...
Thank God he did.
Went to L.A. and formed a
Thank
trio.
God he's not an architect.
He formed a trio, and then he ventured out on his own. And do you know what is so cool? I read this today.
I'm going to just go out on a limb and say, no, I'm not going to know this.
This is so cool. So when he was in the trio, and then he left, and he got signed by RCA, I don't know how much they believed in him. They're like, I don't know. So he promoted himself. He booked all his own gigs. He would go to coffee shops and record stores and anywhere bars, wherever, anywhere that would have him. He took care of selling all his records, did all his promotion. It was just him and his guitar.
Wow.
He'd show up in the town and he'd be like, I'm playing here tonight. Can I come on the radio? And he'd show up. And because he had already written the song, Leave It on a Jet Plane, and whatchamacallit, what's her name? The trio there. Help me out here. Come on.
I'm going to leave you hanging there.
Come on. Come on. You can't think of it.
Was it not Crosby?
No.
It was, no.
We are old
Jefferson,
people.
no.
We are old people.
Why can't I think of who
God.
covered that song?
It's, come on, somebody help us. It's on the tip of my tongue.
I rely on you to be the source.
Oh, my God. So hysterical. Peter, Paul, and Mary. Oh, my word.
Oh, my God.
That was painful.
That is hilarious.
So
Unlike all
anyway,
these other
Peter,
groups.
Paul, and Mary, and it became a #1 hit for him. So because people recognized his name from writing that song, he was able to kind of promote himself a bit. And when he went back to RCA after the year of selling records, he's like, I would like you to re-sign me. And they're like, well, what have you done? And he's like, I sold thousands of records.
Nicely done, my friend.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Like he was so motivated.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Got to know how to do it.
Yeah.
I love this. The Jim says that he has never heard a single song we've done so far. So,
oh my God, Jim, that's great.
Giving Jim an education. Avon says another lovely song. Very talented singer and absolutely songwriter. Now Natalie says that she is Sean Furlot's friend. They went to high school together. So.
Well, Natalie, we are related. If you're in New Brunswick, LeBlanc,
Yep.
I am too. Now, is that your married name or is that the name you were born with? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Let us know. Yeah, Sheila says, yes, John Denver songs are awesome.
Oh, big time.
Oh, and Linda, yes, so cute with his bangs and circle glasses.
I know. He was so cute. Do you know what? Do you know when I was young, I thought I was going to marry John Denver? I've told you that before.
Oh, do you want to tell that story? And yes, Sarah was trying to rescue us with Peter, Paul, and Mary. But
oh, did she put Peter, Paul, and Mary?
Yeah, but we.
We,
Yeah.
me.
The two of us.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know it either. Off the top
I
of your
didn't, but I thought of it.
head. Uh-huh.
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 What were you going to say about John Denver? And
Oh, no.
my love for him?
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got a couple of John Denver stories.
Yes.
So feel free to tell them.
Well, yes, when I was young, I thought I would marry John Denver. He just seemed like such a great guy, and he loved being outside, and he grew up on a farm, and he had such a great voice. And you know what I love about his voice? The older he got, because when he was, younger, in the 60s and early 70s, I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody, I love his voice. But, his higher stuff was thin, and as he got older, it matured, and it became so rich. Just so
He had
beautiful.
quite a range.
Incredible range. I've hardly had to doctor any of the keys. Maybe up a tone. That's it.
Yeah.
And I watched a video today when he did Farm Aid in 1990, I believe. And he sang Matthew just with him and his guitar. And the crowd just went wild. And he sounded incredible. Just incredible. Yep. So, anyway.
Let's see. Sarah
what's Sarah
says,
saying?
You know what song I really love?
What?
This Old Guitar.
Oh, so do I.
It makes me
I
want to
love
learn
that
how to play
song.
guitar so that she can sing it because it doesn't feel authentic at the piano.
I know. I feel the same way, Sarah. Except I really don't care.
Yeah,
I
mean,
love the song. I
There's
know.
many, many songs you've done that are like guitar songs, and you've done them on the piano.
Yeah.
But I know it's kind of like it's just so good. You
Yeah.
got to do it. And let's see here. Natalie says that's her married name, so she was
Oh, okay.
married into the awesome name of LeBlanc.
It's a big family.
Pretty big.
It's like Smith everywhere else,
Yeah.
but in New Brunswick,
Yeah.
it's LeBlanc.
It's like white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, very good.
we digress.
We digress. We digress.
Yeah.
Brenda. No, he was mine. See? People love John Denver. Yeah. I did. I thought I was going to marry him. I
Yeah.
was pretty sure, or at least meet him and convince him that we should be friends.
Yes. Yeah.
And his life was just taken so. He was only 53 when he died, which is so sad. So very sad. Okay. Let's move on there, Mr. Craig.
Sure. Yes,
we
let's
go.
move on.
Oh.
So those of you tuning in tonight, maybe you're new to the show, and maybe you're watching halfway through. Maybe you just got here recently. As soon as the show's posted, you can feel free to watch the whole archived episode as soon as it's done live. It's in the video archive, so you can feel free to rewatch it. However, if you're more in the mood for YouTube, we are over there at youtube.com/MyLivingRoomLive. Otherwise, we stream live here Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time at facebook.com/MyLivingRoomLive, and we occasionally tweet over in my living room and Instagram at My Living Room Live, and we're also a podcast, an audio podcast. So if you want to save on the video and plug in the earbuds and take us with you in the car or on a walk, just look us up on Spotify or iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts from, and listen to the audio version. And I do recommend earphones because we try to make it a great audio experience for you here. Even though the music is completely live, we try to make it sound as good as we possibly can. And Andrea Daniel, she made it.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Welcome, and thank you yet again. We've been promoting your generous giveaway, and we'll get this episode's winner in touch with you, Andrea, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Linda's looking for Sunshine.
Yes,
on my
we've had a few
shoulders.
requests. So we had Sunshine, we had Annie's song, Country Roads.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll sing a little bit of those after this next song.
Yeah.
Do a little sing song.
All right.
So what did I do?
What did you do?
What did I do?
Are you ready for this next song?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Let's see here. Heidi says, so John Denver was your childhood Jim Cuddy. Yes, pretty much. Yep.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, she went right from
Yes,
John to
he
Jim.
was. And let me tell you, when we went to, when we were in the Rocky Mountains, when we went to the Canadian Rocky Mountains, we played Rocky Mountain High as we drove. Do you remember we left Calgary and we're like this? I don't see any mountains. Where are the mountains?
It was an
supposed to be big.
incredible drive.
But do you remember that when we were like left Calgary, we thought we'd see them immediately. I'm like, they can't be that big. Where are they?
Yeah.
And then they appeared, and Craig put Rocky Mountain High on, and we both cried like that drive. It was so.
Mountains are powerful.
My goodness! And
Very powerful.
growing up in the East Coast, I'm like this. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see.
Didn't see
We
us
both
doing
said that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The ocean is pretty incredible. Mountains are lovely.
Yep.
But oh my word! And then when we were on the American in the American Rocky Mountains. We we hiked in the Rockies with friends of ours who live in Colorado.
Oh, I should just put up the video of us driving through there.
Oh, do you have it?
Yeah, I just put it up on the screen there.
Fun.
I just took some videos. We're driving through there because not a lot of folks have had an opportunity to drive through the Colorado Rockies.
Oh,
but
yeah.
this is mostly what you see is just these tight, narrow passages.
Twisty, twiny roads.
Yeah, and there's lots of traffic as folks are trying to get through. Yeah, but carry on.
So remember, we went for our hike.
Mhm.
I may have told this story before, but it's worth retelling because I think it's hysterical.
All right.
There were 4 of us, and we were, hiking. And one of our friends, he was like, "It's like you got to be careful. Like we're in the Rockies. There's wild animals." And he gave us a little spiel
Yes.
before we went in, and I was kind of like, "Oh my God, are we gonna see a grizzly? What's gonna happen?" So anyway, it was so beautiful, so beautiful. So we hiked, I think in total about 4 hours, maybe 5
Oh,
hours.
yeah, at
It was a
least.
long day.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful, and the air was moving. I mean, you're in the mountains. It was not too hot. And when we were coming back, I was feeling so cocky. I'm like this. I got it. I'm going to lead the crew this time. So I was up in the front, and you guys were chatting, so I got quite a bit. I walked ahead, and I screamed because a snake crossed my path. And I
Snake.
screamed so loud because I was thinking the whole time, like, watch out. There's things in here that could hurt you. And when I saw that snake slither, I screamed so loud, I actually hurt my voice because I'd been singing Rocky Mountain High for about 5 hours. And those people didn't know me that well. They're Greg's friends, really. I think they thought I was crazy, but anyway, I didn't care. I was singing away, and then I saw the snake, and I screamed so loud, and I haven't seen Craig move that fast in years. He was, all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh my God, honey, what's wrong?" I'm like, "I just saw a snake," and they're like, "Oh my God, how big was it?" I'm like, "It was pretty big," and then Craig saw it. It was a garter snake, but still, it did scare me a little bit, and we had a good laugh, and there were people.
The rest of us did.
There were people hiking, and when they approached us, they're like, "Did you hear that woman scream? I wonder what happened." I'm like,
Yeah.
"I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't. It didn't sound good. Didn't sound good. I don't know. Just keep a lookout.
Yeah.
Keep a lookout." Anyway, it was funny. It was a good time. Okay, so now this is a deep cut, everybody.
Yes.
This song, John Denver did not write this song, Craig.
Oh, he didn't.
No, he did not.
That I did not know.
Oh, I want to give credit where credit is due. I wrote the guy's name down. So John Denver did not write this song On the Road. This was the second cut on Back Home Again, and it was written by Carl Franzen. So there we go. And it's just
a name I don't know.
It's just a sweet song. So hope you like it. It's On the Road.
All right.
Back in 1958, we drove an old V8, and when it got 100 thou, we got out and pushed it a mile. We didn't know who we were, we
I hadn't heard that song either.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. Definitely. Yeah. You know why I love this song so much is because
Do tell.
well, as a kid, we would always me and Dad and Steph and Mom would always get in the car and go for a drive. We went for drives almost every weekend. We would drive to the countryside, and there was a time we went to Maine, and Dad read a wrong sign, and we had no idea where we were going, and we just kept driving because you can't turn around on the interstates there.
And Steph says, haven't heard this song in ages.
Aw.
So good. So she remembers that.
Yep. I love it. I love that she remembers it.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's great.
And Heidi says she loves the shooby-doo.
Shooby-dooby-doo, shoo-doo. I know. It's so, it kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it totally does.
Yeah, and I love it.
Let's see. Dave Reynolds, I love this. When COVID's done, he'd love to play bass with us. So fun. Maritimers unite.
Yay.
Well, we can't wait. We can't wait to have musicians
Oh,
live
Dave,
in our house again.
honestly, I would love that.
So we're going to make that happen.
We're going to make that happen.
Oh.
Love it.
No
Love
problem.
it.
No problem.
Oh, good to see you, Dave. I miss Grace so much. Dave is from New Brunswick, and I taught his daughter, Grace, for years. And, of course, I haven't been able to teach because of COVID, and she's graduating this year. And anyway, we'll talk. I need to see her before whatever she does.
Sarah says she likes this one. It's a deep cut, but it's a long list of faves. So there you go.
Aw,
So
that's
few people
great.
are recognizing
I'm
that
so
too.
glad a few people recognized it.
Thank you, Blaine.
That is great.
Let's see. How didn't they know who they were or what they did?
I know.
It's finding yourself on
I'm
the road.
confused.
You know, finding yourself on the road. Let's see. Judy says, memory jogger from the show. She saw John Denver in concert in 1976 in Chicago. He sang Back Home Again, and it was breathtaking when he let the audience take over the chorus. The whole stadium was singing. Just a beautiful memory she has of seeing him live.
Oh, that's beautiful, Judy.
Oh, what an amazing memory. So did singing Back Home... no, we haven't done that song yet, but that's our next song, actually.
We're going to do it. But you know what I want to do?
We'll dedicate it to you, though, Judy.
We will definitely dedicate it to you, Judy. But, Craig, let's just sing a few of those songs, just a bit of them.
Sure, yeah, of course.
What? And do you know what? I
No,
have
what?
to say,
No, what?
this is the first time we've done a gig. Well, it is a gig. This first time we've done our show since September, and I am not one bit dizzy right now.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Every week I'm a little dizzy.
Maybe it's the sweater.
The sweater?
Yeah.
Or this weather?
The sweater.
Could be the weather. Or the sweater.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that. It's a good thing.
That's a great thing.
Such a good thing.
I'll drink to that.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of Take Me Home Country Roads.
Ooh, nice.
You know what? If I had a guitar, I could play this. This is one of those songs I can play on guitar.
Really?
Yep. As long as we play it in the key of G.
You guys all heard that. She's offered to play this song on the guitar.
Someday.
And we've got one. You can see right behind you.
Well, that guitar needs to be restrung, and it needs some just new things on it. I don't know what they're called. But anyway. So here we go. Please sing along. I think it was Sarah originally who requested this song, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, she had her fingers crossed. I remember that much.
There we go. Yes. Okay. This is for you, Sarah. And if there was someone else who requested this song, this goes out to you as well. Here we are. Take Me Home, Country Roads.
All right.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains. there we go. There's a little bit of Country Roads. Such a fun song.
What a fantastic song.
Yeah, every campfire I've ever been at, we've sang that song.
Yeah, so that goes out to you, Sarah, and everyone else who requested that song tonight.
And do you know what? That is the official song of Virginia.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Did you know that?
No, did not.
You are learning so much tonight, Craig.
I learn something every week. Let's see. Robin says, "Great to hear your voice, and thanks for singing John Denver." Well, you're welcome, but thank you
for being here.
For being here. Steph says you're going to have to do another John Denver night. Too many good songs, and Steph, we need you here.
I told her that today.
Sing along.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Brenda's pointing out that yes, there is a guitar behind you. So anyway. Blaine says he sang this at his grandmother's funeral.
Oh, Blaine.
Liz
Beautiful.
says she loves that song. Absolutely. And Jim says it's his favorite camp song at Camp Ooch. Wow. The kids cancer camp where he is. What a name. Camp
where
Ooch.
He has canceled.
Yep.
Homesick kids inevitably cry. Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Take me home.
Aw,
Corey sent us some stars. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, my God, I love that. Her and Simon sang along at full voice.
Hey, really?
That's great.
We like to hear that.
Oh, West Virginia. Sorry, West Virginia.
Let's see who corrected you there. Oh, it was Linda and Constance.
I love it.
Love it.
Love it. Yes, I can't wait for some live Sister Harmony either, Blaine. I cannot wait.
Oh, it'll happen.
Yes.
Soon. We're one dose in.
So let's do, we could do a little bit of Sunshine on My Shoulders
for
people. I have no idea what kind of key this is going to be, but looking at it, it's extremely high. Okay, let's try this.
Perfect timing there, Sarah. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think
thank
it was
you.
Linda was hoping we'd play that song, so there you go.
There you go.
And Constance says it's her favorite song.
Oh, my word.
It's a beautiful song.
It is a beautiful song.
So peaceful. You can just feel it.
Yeah, for sure.
Totally feel it. Avon says, beautiful voice and a beautiful song.
Aw,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you, thank you. Well, let's do a tiny little bit of Annie's song. Just a tiny little bit. You remember this one, Craig, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's think of a key here.
Yes, you pick a key. Let's see. Heidi says beauty. Well, if you guys enjoyed that one. Great song. I'm glad you guys requested that one. So good.
You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses. Come fill me again. Come, let me love you. Let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter. Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me Well, there we go.
You got to do Annie's song.
That is a classic. Yes. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Got to do Annie's song.
Got to do Annie's. Annie's got to sing Annie's song.
Yep.
Um,
Annie, get your song.
well, there. I hope the people who requested those songs enjoyed it.
Hopefully you're still here. Yep. Let's see here. Oh, and Liv says, where'd she go? Where did it go? She says, nice. I have heard a few of these latest ones. So, yeah, these are definitely the hits. So we're happy that you guys are requesting some of those. Happy to do them. Avon says, thank you, Andrea. A beautiful wedding song.
Yeah, it is a beautiful
Blaine
wedding
says,
song.
love that one. Let's see. Joanna Rick Mills, as always, a fabulous night. These episodes have helped pass the COVID nights. Love John Denver. You sing his songs wonderfully. We had Annie's song at my first wedding to Ron. That song is so special to me.
Aw,
Think of him every time I hear it.
aw,
He's
that's
been gone 24 years.
Beautiful, Joanne.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Wow, and it's certainly helped us pass the COVID time
Oh,
too.
This definitely
Just
helps us
having
pass the COVID
things
time.
to do and prepare for and connect with all you fabulous folks.
Yeah, hanging out here with our living room here virtually. Brenda says, love this song. Thank you. And Linda says, the hour goes so fast. Loved all the songs you sang tonight. She's going to listen to the podcast again. Yeah, hit us up on your podcasting
Oh,
device.
that's great.
We still got a couple more songs left. It's going to be a long show tonight.
It's a long show.
Let's see. Thank you, Blaine. Jim Keeney says, beautiful. So let's hit up another song here. What did you take out of the John Denver catalog to play?
Someone wanted Back Home Again.
Mm-hmm.
So we will do that song.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can bring back the memories. I think that was for Judy.
Mm-hmm.
So Judy, if you're still here, then this song
is for you, Judy.
goes out to you.
Yes. And the way I'm looking at it, Craig, if we were doing a gig, we'd play at least 2 hours. So
Oh, yeah.
here we are.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a gig.
This is our gig.
All right.
This is yes.
You
Okay,
ready?
everyone. Yeah. So this is Back Home Again. There's a storm across the valley. Clouds are rolling in. The afternoon is heavy on your shoulders. It's the light in your eyes that makes him warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. There's all the news to tell him. How'd you spend your time? And what's the latest thing the neighbors say? And your mother called last Friday. Sunshine made her cry. You felt the baby move just yesterday. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Yes, it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. And oh, the time that I can lay this tired old body down and feel your fingers feather soft upon me. The kisses that I live for, the love that lights my way, the happiness that living with you brings me. It's the sweetest thing I know of, just spending time with you. It's little things that make a house a home, like a fire softly burning and supper on the stove. The light in your eyes that makes me warm. Hey, it's good to be back home again. You know it is. Sometimes this old farm feels like a long lost friend. Yes, hey, it's good to be back home again. Hey, it's good to be back home again. Sometimes this old farm, it feels like a long lost friend. Hey, it's good to be back home again. I said, hey, it's good to be back home again.
Wow, that is a fun country style tune of his to play.
Big time. Big time. Yes.
Definitely well suited for your voice, my dear.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're doing a great job, I must say, tonight, playing all these tunes that a lot of them you haven't heard of. So there you go.
But I'd say half of them I've definitely heard before.
Good.
But yeah, no, love these songs. Love this great music.
I am so glad. So glad.
Linda's got a great question. When are we going to have Steph and Kayla to sing again? She's probably
Yes.
remembering back to when we could have people.
When we could have people in.
people
Well,
in the house.
Kayla, absolutely. We'll just have to find stuff that she enjoys singing.
Now, Christmas songs. We can get her on for the Christmas show.
Yes,
She
big
loves
time.
that.
Big time.
Yeah.
That's very sweet of you, though, Linda, to think of them. And Steph, honestly, I cannot wait to have her back.
Oh.
When it's safe to do so.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, she'll be here. She will definitely be here.
Let's see here. Laura says, took my advice. Great sound on the headphones. Awesome tech, Craig. Now I'm trying to see how many mics you've got on the kit. Yeah, I mean, put headphones in, seriously. I mean, I know that I'm pretty amazed by the sound that these little cell phone speakers put out, but slap in some headphones.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does sound better,
Yeah,
for
sounds
sure.
better. Looks like you got a lot of applause from Brenda.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah. And we appreciate those of you who are sticking around with us. We know it's a long show.
Yeah, it's a bit of a long one.
Yeah. Had no idea it was going to go this long, but we got requests. And you know what? I enjoy doing requests for people. I
Yes.
do enjoy it.
Laura says she sent a tip on PayPal and she wants a live cat dance. I'm gonna see if I can make the
Craig's
cat.
going to say, I'm going to talk a little bit about John Denver and the last song we're going to
I
do.
don't know if I can do it, but I can fake it maybe.
Okay. So I'm going to talk right now, Craig, about
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain High.
Go for it.
So
Talk
one
away.
of the 2 official state songs of Colorado. And this song actually took him 9 months to write, which is quite a long time.
That is.
Members of the Western Writers of America chose it as one of their top 100 Western songs of all time. And obviously, the song was inspired by his move to Aspen, Colorado. So this is the part, Craig. I don't know if remember today, I'm like, I don't know, you're going to know some stuff. So you might not know this. This song briefly became controversial. Rocky Mountain High.
Really? Controversial?
When U.S. Federal Communications Commission was permitted by a legal ruling to censor music deemed to promote drug abuse. Numerous radio stations cautiously banned the song until Denver publicly explained that the high, because he says
Rocky Mountain High.
friends around a campfire and everybody's high,
Yep.
that the high was the innocent description of the sense of peace he found in the Rockies. In 1985, he testified before Congress in the Parents Music Resource Center, hearings about his experience, and this is what he said. This was obviously done by people who had never seen or been to the Rocky Mountains, and also had never experienced the elation, celebration of life, or the joy in living that one feels when he observes something as wondrous as a meteor shower on a moonless, cloudless night, when there are so many stars that you can have a shadow from the starlight, and you are out camping with your friends, your best friends, and introducing them to one of nature's most spectacular light shows for the first time.
Sad that he even had to say that,
But good on him.
Great, absolutely.
Right? I know. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Anyway, so we're going to end with Rocky Mountain High because, well, it's my favorite John Denver song. Craig, what would be your favorite John Denver song?
Oh, that's a good one. It has quickly become Matthew. It used to be Rocky Mountain High.
Okay.
But I think I love Matthew. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now I'm going to see if this works. I'll see if I can do a test for Laura. So Laura, this is for you. If it works. Oh, there we go. So that's just John doesn't exist. But just say Laura tipped. And there's your dancing cat.
Very
Laura.
sweet. Very sweet, Craig.
Lovely.
And I just want to, there's one more quote I want to read.
Absolutely. Go for it.
This is from Kathy Mattea. She's a wonderful country singer-songwriter in her own right. And she said, a lot of people write him off as a lightweight, but he articulated a kind of optimism, and he brought acoustic music to the forefront, bridging folk, pop, and country in a fresh way. People forget how huge he was worldwide. And it's true. Mm-hmm. So true. He was an environmentalist. He was a humanitarianism. He helped the poor. He helped the homeless. He did a lot of work for UNICEF and AIDS. And he was such a charitable man. He did so much good. And yeah.
He is certainly missed.
Very, very much so. So anyway, let's get to our final tune of the night.
Laura says, "Ha, meow."
I'm glad we had that for you, Laura.
Blaine says, "Life on the farm was kind of laid back."
Yeah.
And David says, "Very nice. Thanks for the show." Well, thank you, David.
Thank you, David,
for joining us. And Brenda, even though you did show up late, you can watch it later. So yeah.
We appreciate you guys sticking around.
Yeah, we love that you hung out here for this extra long John Denver special. And
so many great songs.
Yeah,
I'm so inspired to listen to more
Brenda
John
bawled
Denver.
like a baby when he passed. Yeah,
I did too. I
think you said you took the day off school.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was working.
Oh, day off work then.
Yeah. I couldn't handle it. Yeah. Okay. So here we go, everyone. Sing along at home. Rocky Mountain High.
You guys are gonna know this one.
coming home to a place he'd never been before. He left yesterday behind him. You might say he was born again. You might say he found a key for every door. When he first came to the mountains, his life was far away, on the road and hanging by a song. But the strings already broken and he doesn't really care. He keeps changing fast and it don't last for long. But the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. The shadow from the starlight is softer than a lullaby. Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain High. He climbed cathedral mountains, he saw silver clouds below. He saw everything as far as you can see. And they say that he got crazy once and he tried to touch the sun. And he lost a friend but kept the memory. Now he walks in quiet solitude, the forest and the streams, seeking grace in every step he takes. His side is turned inside himself to try and understand the serenity of a clear blue mountain lake. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Talk to God and listen to the casual reply. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High. Now his life is full of wonder, but his heart still knows some fear of a simple thing he cannot comprehend. When they try to tear the mountains down to bring in a couple more people, more scars upon the land. The Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. I know he'd be a poor man if he never saw an eagle fly. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado Rocky Mountain High, I've seen it rain and fire in the sky. Friends around a campfire, everybody's high. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, Rocky Mountain Well, there we go, everybody. Our epic John Denver show. We appreciate you guys watching so much.
Sad to see it end,
Yes.
but so happy that you were all here
So happy that you guys were all here.
to hang out
so
here
much.
with us. Thank
Yep.
you so much for your viewership and for all of your kind comments and for sharing your stories. Avon says thank you for another wonderful show. She loved all of his songs. Hear you there. Sarah Nickel, hey Sarah. She's late to the party, but she'll
Hi,
definitely enjoy
Sarah.
the rest of this later.
Hi, Sarah.
Feel free to watch it later on. And I should say, for those of you watching later, we are going to extend the giveaway contest for the next 6 days. So if you do want to send us a tip anytime while you're watching the rerun, feel free to do so, and you're still going to be entered in for the draw for the beautiful Andrea Daniel art.
Yes. Yes.
Liz says she loved that song too. Eleanor says she just remembered we were on tonight, but she'll watch later.
Hi, Eleanor.
Well, welcome, and yeah, enjoy the archive of the show. Sheila says thank you for singing. We made her night, and Aunt Linda says it was one of her favorites.
Oh, Aunt Linda, I'm
and
glad.
I'm picturing Blaine saying,
I
"Your
love
voice
you so much."
is amazing." Did I say it the way you said it in your head, Blaine?
Thanks, Blaine.
Molly
So
says,
sweet.
such a wonderful show. Great music, great singing and drumming. Thank you both for a nice evening.
Thanks, Molly.
And Blaine enjoys the drum cam. I'm
There
glad.
you go. That's great,
We
Craig.
tested that a long time ago because people were asking for it. So I figured, why not? Let's see here. Steph adores this song, and both of you, well,
Thanks,
we love
Steffi.
you too, Steph.
Love you.
And I
Love you,
assume
love you.
Levi's watching, in which case,
Hi, Levi.
Hi, Levi.
Love you.
love you, buddy. Brenda says, fantastic. And Sally says, fantastic show. Well, thank you so much. I would just love to just hang out and keep playing right until next Wednesday. But sadly, we can't. We have to let y'all get back to your lives. Maybe a
Thanks.
hockey game or
Thanks,
something.
Heidi. Oh, Woody's here.
Hey,
Hey,
Woody.
Woody and Ashley. Hey, guys. I'm
Hey,
thinking
guys.
about you guys.
Yeah, and little Charlie.
Love you, Heidi.
Oh.
Love you. Thank you. Well, thanks, Liz.
Such a fun show.
Yeah. Thank you, Lara. Love you, Aunt Jean. Love you, Aunt Linda. I hope Mom and Dad are able to watch. Love you, Mom and Dad.
Yes, I know your mom was watching. So we'll be back here next Wednesday. Anything you want to say to get people through the week?
Well, just be kind and have a good week. There's lots of hope in the world right now.
Yes.
Things are
Stay
getting
positive, test negative. Happy everything to everyone. Make sure that you keep making live music matter. Support live music in any way you can at this time, even if it's supporting live streams like ours. If you have a fellow friend, independent musician, or just somebody that you enjoy their music and their live streaming, get on there, watch their stuff,
Yeah.
send tips if you can to make sure that they feel the love and they are ready to perform live for all of us. Back when the world gets back to normal, we can
That's
do
right.
this in person again.
That's
so.
right. Well said, Craig.
Yes, until next week.
Love you guys.
Love you all. Bye, everybody.
Bye.